Commissioner Holzman?
Yes, sir.
Do you hear popping on your end?
I do not.
Or Commissioner Root, do you? Must be just me then, huh?
I don't hear it, yeah, so it must be just on your end.
Okay.
All right. I think we're good to go.
We should be good to go.
Good to go? Okay. Well, all commissioners are in attendance, and so we will go ahead and call the May 19th, 2021 agenda meeting to order. Again, we will continue offering participation via WebEx for the foreseeable future, so I ask those on the phone, please mute unless you need to speak. First order of business is to approve the minutes from May 12th, 2021. You all have seen those. Are there any additions or corrections? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes from May 12th, say aye.
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 Those minutes are approved 5-0. There will be a closed session at the end of agenda today, and then also at the end of that, we will have a USB meeting following that. So, first order of business is tariffs and new orders. First up is file number EO 2012-0269. This is in the matter of the Empire District Electric Company's submission of its interim report regarding participation in the Southwest Power Pool. So Empire, also known as Liberty, is a member of the Southwest Power Pool. The Commission has previously approved an agreement for the company's continued participation in SPP. However, one of the terms of that agreement is for the company to perform a cost-benefit study concerning Liberty's participation in the SPP. Liberty has filed a motion to stay that filing of their report and cost-benefit study because the Commission has previously opened a separate working case in EW 2021-0104 looking into the existing orders requiring cost-benefit studies related to RTO memberships, and that staff report is due on June 30th of 2021. So Liberty's motion is to request a stay until after that report is filed. No objections were received for that motion. So I support the order granting the stay, otherwise of an interim report and cost study benefit analysis, and this is version 3. Commissioner Root?
Yeah, I'm in support of the order, and I too am waiting till after we get our eyes on that study and trying to find out a way that we can get information on, the value of these RTO memberships that doesn't cost the same amount for a study. Will be very beneficial for commissions moving forward.
Excellent. Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer?
I will be abstaining.
Okay. All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 3 say aye.
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 That motion is approved 4-0 with 1 abstention. Next up will be file number TA 2021-0336. This is in the matter of the application of Berry Technology Services, LLC for expansion of its designation as a telecommunications carrier eligible for federal universal service support pursuant to the Telecommunications Act of 1996. Berry Technology is requesting expansion of its ETC designation due to its award of federal rural digital opportunity funds for broadband expansion. Staff has reviewed the request and recommends that it be approved. No other responses were received. I believe that Berry Technology is eligible for this ETC designation under our regulations, so I support this order as drafted version 2. Commissioner Roop?
I am supporting the order.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer?
I support the order.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 2 say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up is file number GC 2021-0135. This is Verlene Nelson, complainant, v. Spire, Missouri, Inc., DBA Spire, the respondent. This order simply dismisses Ms. Nelson's complaint due to her failure to appear at a scheduled pre-hearing conference and failure to respond to a show cause hearing. So I support this order version 1. Commissioner Roop?
I'm supporting.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer?
I support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1, say aye.
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 That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file numbers ER 2021-0328 and EO 2021-0329. This is in the matter of the adjustment of Union Electric Company, DBA Ameren Missouri's fuel adjustment clause for the 36th accumulation period and true-up for the 33rd recovery period. Ameren Missouri submitted its FAC true-up for the June 2020 through January 2021 recovery period. Staff reviewed the testimony and filings and recommended that the true-up amount be approved and included in the company's fuel adjustment rate that would then go into effect on June 1st. Staff reviewed the tariff sheets and filings and recommends the FAC adjustment for the 36th accumulation period be approved on an interim basis. No other responses were received, so I support this order approving the true-up amount and the interim fuel adjustment rate tariff, and this is version 1. Commissioner Roop?
I am supporting the order.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Kolkmeyer?
I will be abstaining.
Okay. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1, say aye.
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 That order is approved 4-0 with 1 abstention. Next up, file number EO 2021-0333. This is in the matter of the Empire District Electric Company, DBA Liberty, for their true-up fuel adjustment clause. Liberty also filed true-ups for its FAC for the June 2020 through November 2020 billing period. Staff reviewed the filings and the supporting documents and recommends that the true-up amount be approved. Now, the next order will deal with Liberty's interim rate adjustment, but as far as the true-up amounts for the 23rd recovery period, no party was opposed. So I support this order approving the true-up amount, and that is version 2. Commissioner Roop?
I support the order.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer?
I will be abstaining.
Okay. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 2, say aye.
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 That order is approved 4-0 with 1 abstention. And final report and order today is file number ER 2021-0332. This is in the matter of the Empire District Electric Company, DBA Liberty, for authority to implement rate adjustments related to the company's fuel and purchase power adjustment required in 20 CSR 4240-20.090. So as I mentioned in the last order, Liberty has also filed their fuel adjustment true-up amounts. They also submitted a tariff sheet to adjust their fuel adjustment rate for the 25th accumulation period of September 2020 through February 2021. The company had extreme energy costs due to the February cold weather event. The company undercollected over $176 million, of which 95% would normally be collected through the FAC. Liberty filed tariff sheets and is seeking to defer the undercollection from recovery period 23 as well as from the February cold weather event until its next general rate case. Liberty is also requesting the Commission approve language in this case, stating that the company has a reasonable expectation of recovery for those deferred costs. Staff reviewed the filings and recommended that the Commission approve the filed tariff sheet on an interim basis and that the fuel costs associated with the winter storm be treated differently than the normal FAC method. Public Counsel has filed its opposition to staff's recommendation and is instead requesting the Commission reject the tariff sheet since it defers the undercollection from the recovery period 23. Public Counsel also opposes the request for language from the Commission stating that there is a reasonable expectation of recovery in a future case. So this order rejects the tariff sheet filed by Liberty and directs the company to resubmit a tariff sheet that removes any of the disputed adjustments, suspends the timeline for the company's filing, and directs the parties to submit a proposed procedural schedule for the other issues. So I do recommend this order, version 2. Commissioner Roop.
Could you repeat that, Mr. Chairman?
the entire thing?
I'm just kidding. I'm supporting the order.
Hey. Commissioner Goldman.
I support the order.
All right. Commissioner Holzman.
I support the order.
And Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
I will be abstaining.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 2, say aye.
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 That order is approved 4-0 with 1 abstention. So that concludes reports and orders today. As mentioned, we will have 2 closed items, and then reconvene, or there will be a separate USB meeting after that. So let's look at scheduling before we get to the closed. Friday, May 21st, we have an evidentiary hearing in WC 2020-0407. That's Claude Scott, complainant v. Missouri American Water Company, via WebEx at 9:15 a.m. Judge Jacobs presiding. Wednesday, May 26th, we have agenda at 10:15 a.m. That will be offered both virtually and in person. Monday, May 31st, is Memorial Day. Wednesday, June 2nd, agenda at 10:15 a.m. Friday, June 4th, an evidentiary hearing in GC 2021-0135. That's Fairleigh Nelson v. Spire, Missouri, Inc. Did we just dismissed that, Judge Clark? Yeah, okay.
I apologize.
No.
I thought that had been taken off the calendar.
No problem. That's on our end. So we will not, that Friday, June 4th, we do not have anything scheduled. Wednesday, June 9th, we have agenda at 10:15 a.m. Thursday, June 10th, we have an evidentiary hearing in EO 2021-0163. That's Blodgett Paintball and Fun Factory LLC's application for a change of electric supplier to Ameren, Missouri from SEMO. That will be via WebEx at 9 a.m. Judge Clark presiding. And Wednesday, June 16th, we have agenda at 9:30 a.m. So that gets us out through June 16th. Are there any questions, comments, or requests regarding scheduling? All right, hearing none, that brings us to the need to go into closed session. We will have items to discuss under sections 610.021 sub 1 RISMO, which is litigation, and 610.021 sub 12 RISMO, which is contracts. So with that, I will make a motion to go into closed session under both of those sections. Is there
I second the motion.
seconded by Commissioner Coleman. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the motion, say aye.
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 That motion is approved 5-0. Upon conclusion of the closed session, we will adjourn agenda, and then there will be a reconvening of a USB meeting that will be open to the public. Thank you while we clear the room.